Well, hello there. I'm the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can of beer, a bottle of beer, sometime a spirit or wine will drop by. We're all friends in fermentation. We take a look at the label. We read everything on the label. We take a look at the artwork. We see what they're trying to sell us. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. Now, there's a couple things we do here that are a little bit different maybe. What it is, first of all, we always use the same style of glassware for all of our tastings. That way none of the beers has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. Aromatics, speaking of that, most people when they do their tastings, they will take a look, they will sniff, sip, and then speak. Well, I sip first. Why? I'll let wine expert Fred Dex explain it all to you. He does it a lot better than I can. And finally, all beer should be served at the correct temperature. Lagers between 37 and 47 degrees Fahrenheit, and ales 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The good folks at ThermoWorks sent me their lollipop thermometer. We will test all of our beers to make sure they're at the right temperature. There is a link in the description box below if you want to get in touch with them. All right, what do we have here today? I just gave you a little hint on it. It is called a Volksgarten. It is a Vienna Lager of 4.9% alcohol by volume, 1 pint, product of the USA. And it is from the Schilling Beer .com, folks. Government warning that I should not operate heavy machinery or be a pregnant woman. No problem. And there's deposit, Vermont, Maine, Massachusetts, New York, and Connecticut, 5 cents. And it looks like Michigan, 10 cents. And it is from, brewed and packaged by Schilling Beer Company, Littleton, New Hampshire. And it says it is an Austrian-style lager. Okay, Austrian-style lager. Now, a Vienna-style lager would be kind of a reddish color, very malty, with just a little bit of a hop flavor and just a touch of hop aromatics, but it would be definitely a malty beer. So they're calling this a Vienna lager. All right. Well, what I'm looking for is a kind of almost a garnet colored beer, and fairly effervescent. Give a nice 2 to 3 finger head, and as I say, more to the malty side than the hop side. Let's crack this open and see if it meets those expectations. Well, it's a little light colored for my understanding. It does have some good carbonation. Well, no, well, it's a little light. 2 fingers ahead. Since this is an ale, it should be 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And what do we have? It's a little chilly. It's down there around 43. So, hey, I might be losing. The only reason I'm thinking we might have a small problem is we lose some of the flavors. The cooler a beer is, sometimes you don't pick up some of the nuances in the flavors. But we're going to give it a shot. Here, well, more of a sip, actually. It looks like a Vienna lager. Does it say it's a Vienna lager? Yes, it's a Vienna lager. It's got a nice head like a Vienna lager. Let's see if it tastes like one. Cheers. You'll notice I took 2 sips. The first sip is an acclimation sip, but I have to wake my taste buds up. They're lazy, and wow, now they're awake. So it takes that second sip to wake them up and get them ready. Let's go in for the nosedive. I'm getting a very kind of leafy, grassy type of aromatic, and a touch of malt. There is certainly a grain, a roasted grain in there. So you got grain and you've got just the green leafiness. Let's see what the taste buds have to say about that. There's some beers, I call them 5-second beers. It takes you about 5 seconds for the flavors to kick in. This is a 10-second beer. Right now, I'm starting to get the back of the tongue, a real kind of grip that the hops will do to it. And so there are hops in the flavor, that's for sure. And it's kind of a drying hop. Not so much like the leafy aromas that I got in the aromatics, but it certainly looks the part. It's a little bit too hoppy for me, for my understanding of Vienna Lager, but it is nicely balanced. I must say that the pleasure, in particular, is catching that hop about 15 seconds after you've had a sip. So, does Volksgarten Vienna Lager from the folks at Schilling up there in New Hampshire meet expectations? Certainly does. I'm the Old Growler. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button. Click on the bell, that way you won't miss any of our presentations, and a comment would really be appreciated. I'm the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.